Hi there, everybody. Happy Tuesday. All of a sudden, I don't know what day it is. Anyway, hi, everybody. I'm Melissa with Scented Balance Aromatherapy, and I do hope I am your favorite certified aromatherapist. I'm here today with the lovely Jane Bowman, and I'm excited to talk to you today. I'm going to put my glasses on so that I don't tell people something that ain't true. Jane R. Bowman is a licensed massage and bodyworks therapist, and she's the owner of Golden Hands Therapeutic Massage. She graduated in May 2012 from Forsyth Tech in Winston-Salem with an Associate of Applied Science degree and has over 1,500 hours of training so far in her career. That's a good sign. This is what I love about you, and I think that's why I really wanted to talk to you. Jane's mission is to help people with chronic pain develop a more productive, normal, and painless lifestyle, and that's where I specialize, is chronic pain too. She incorporates the treatment of the body as a whole, meaning body, mind, and spirit, into her practice. Welcome, Jane, and thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Melissa, for asking me. My pleasure.
Excited to talk to you today. I think every one of us has an I love my massage therapist story, because you make us feel so good. And I know how good massage therapy is for your health.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to talk about that, obviously, because you're an awesome massage therapist. I wanted to talk a little bit today, if you could, about lymphatic drainage and your lymph system and why it's so important for your health. And I also want to know why massage therapy is actually so important for your health, because you and I both know it is.
Yep. It's a broad brush. Yeah.
Well, I get that.
So many different modalities. Let's talk about general massage.
Okay.
Massage is touch. It's we release endorphins, we decrease the cortisol, which is your stress levels.
Mm-hmm.
We move blood, so the more cells, your organs and stuff get more blood and oxygen. I mean, it's just overall, it has been proven to decrease anxiety and depression, which when my dad died, I had anxiety. And I remember as soon as he died, I called my girlfriend and go, when can I get on your table? I got on there. I said, I just want Swedish. I don't want therapeutic. Right. And it was like someone turned the light switch to switch off. My anxiety was up here, and then I was like very low. So massage is good for so many, many things. Not everybody can get massages, but majority of the people can. If you have anything wrong with your heart or your kidneys, we are not supposed to touch you unless the doctor gives you clearance, because see, we're moving fluids, and if those organs are taxed already, we're creating more on those organs.
I didn't know that.
Yes. And deep tissue we're not supposed to do on people with blood thinners, because we can hurt you deep down.
Yeah.
So generally, massage is good for the majority of the people.
So I know, I love it.
I can go on and on and on.
Oh, I know. And I'm with you, because I think when I tell my clients that come in here, and I've got a biofeedback scanner that is like a two-way radio. It tells you what your body needs or where you could use the support. And one of the services that it almost always mentions is massage. And the one thing that I tell people is everything that has gone on ever in your life is sitting in your muscles
and cells.
Okay, and cells, but I know in particular people understand muscles more than they understand cells.
True.
But it's why sometimes when you get a massage, there's tears. Because you're releasing all this junk that sits in your muscles, and we all ought to have this done once a week, I swear.
Or at least monthly.
We'd all be better off if we could do that. But I find that very, very interesting with all that stuff sitting in your muscles and your cells, that
Right.
kind of takes us to the lymphatic system.
Right. Which is
It's
the sewer
it's
system
the
of your body.
sewer system of your body.
Yeah.
The other thing I try to tell clients, especially about this lymphatic system, is your body was meant to move. And
Right.
when you don't move your body, all this sewage is sitting
And
there,
toxins.
and the toxins, and it makes your muscles get really tense and tired, and you got brain fog. Oh my God, I could go on and on and on,
Yeah.
but you are a
Yep.
specialist in
Yep.
the lymph system.
Yep.
Tell me more. How does it help our health? Because that's what I want people to know, is that there are so many wonderful practitioners,
Mm-hmm.
meaning
the
that
B,
you don't have to go to a doctor and take a pill,
right.
because then there's Jane R. Bowman,
Yeah.
amazing human being, and your superpower is the lymph system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Make sure they are certified in lymphatic drainage.
Okay.
Because they can do more damage with massage therapists if they're not trained right, because they can
Okay.
send the sewage back upstream, which is not good.
No.
All right. Yeah, not good, not good. Yeah, make sure they got at least 40 or 45 hours. If they only got a day or two, then they're not really truly certified.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about the lymphatic system. It consists of the lymph vessels, lymph nodes, and duct collectors. It also includes the spleen, the thymus,
Oh.
tonsils, and the lymphocytes, which are your white blood cells.
Mhm.
Which your white blood cells are the army that goes out and attacks your body when something's coming in, like a virus or bacteria or pathogen.
It's your
So we
immune
won't-
system.
Yes. People don't realize. And also the Peyer's patches, which are in your small intestines. The lymphatics, like we said, is our sewer system. It defends us against bacteria, viruses, cancer, and other pathogens, which is a network of tiny little tubes that drain the fluids from all over the body. And it
Where
helps
does
the
it
body.
go?
Well, I'm going to explain.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was getting ahead of the game.
I know. Curious, Melissa.
I'm
Yeah, for that. Okay, so what it is not, your heart is a closed circuit. You know,
Right.
you've got your heart, then you got your arteries and your capillaries, and then the veins carry it back, and you have the hearts to pump.
Right.
Well, the lymphatic system is an open. There's no pump, nothing. Your lymph vessels are found within your capillaries, which means they're right under your skin.
Okay.
So what happens is not all your blood that leaves your heart comes back. And we know blood is made, 55% is plasma. You got red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. So some of those, due to people's blood pressure, some of it, the cells leak out into what we call interstitial, becomes interstitial fluids. This is
Right.
in between the muscles, the cells, and everything else.
Right.
All right. What lymphatic, what we're trying to do, and like you said, moving,
Mhm.
the muscles contract. That
Mhm.
forces that lymph, the interstitial fluid, to hit a lymph vessel, which then becomes lymph. Then it goes through the vessels, collectors, and that goes through the lymph nodes, which are the filtering stations.
Okay.
Which that, you know, that the filter, the lymph nodes, like I said, cleans, purifies, it removes stuff that shouldn't be there. So lymph nodes are very, very important.
Mhm.
Like I said, the lymphatic does not have a pump. Muscle contractions, like I said, it's the superficial lymphatic drainage.
So if you're not everyone is into running 5 miles a day or exercising, and we all need to exercise. We know that, but I'm not your mother and I'm not your wife. And so I ain't here to tell you to exercise. But with all that said, knowing that that's our sewer system, how do you get it to move a little bit better? And if you're not an exerciser or a runner or a swimmer, I guess that's what my question is.
Well, if you're sitting at the desk, get your foot, do exercises. Lift your
Okay.
foot, get your foot, move it up and down. I can't show my foot, so I show my hand.
Okay.
Do circle because you're moving the muscles in your legs.
Okay.
Also,
I'm going to do that.
Yeah, you're moving lymph. Also, breathe deep from your diaphragm because your diaphragm is the main muscle for breathing. So many people breathe up here in the chest.
But that's when you get tired.
Yeah. And the diaphragm, like I said, you're using those abdominal muscles. So you activate the deep lymph nodes down there. And like I said, once that interstitial fluids hits a vessel, which is in between the capillaries, then it becomes lymph and it travels up, goes through the lymph nodes and back into your subclavius vein and back to your heart.
We have a subclavius vein?
Yeah, they're up here. Yes,
that sounds interesting.
Yeah, right there.
I have a subclavius vein. You go, girl.
So, yeah. And there's over 500 to 600 lymph nodes. Not everybody has the same amount of lymph nodes in their body.
Okay.
And a lot of them, they're found up in your throat and neck. That's why when you get a cold or fever or something, you'll feel the lymph nodes swelling and stuff. Also, you got them under your armpits and in your groin. And of course, all in your aorta cap, you're deep down in your, I can't think of that vein.
I know,
artery.
it's early.
I know. Well, it's been a while since I've done A&P, anatomy and physiology.
I know. I had a question about that. Oh, I had a client come in the other day and her lymph nodes were swollen and they were kind of tender. I won't say, she didn't say painful, but that was tender. And that means that your lymph system is doing its job and fighting off the infection.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I made a blend for her. And sometimes you can't get to the massage therapist or you can't move or you don't feel well. So I made a blend that she could put in her lymph nodes that promotes the circulation.
Good. That's good. It needs a little boost.
It needs a little boost. And I just told her to make sure that she drank an extra bottle of water because the more you pee, the more stuff comes out. And I get this, oh, please, spare me. But your body needs that pure water to get rid of the sewage.
Yeah, you're cleaning the pipes out.
Yeah.
Keeping it flushed.
And sometimes they want to listen.
Lead a horse
sometimes they don't.
You got to remember the lymph fluid and lymph nodes. What they'll find in there is protein, water, your cells, white blood cells, red blood cells, and your lymphocytes, waste products, which can be cancer, a virus, bacteria, whatever, because your sort of flushing stuff out. And also some fat cells, which comes from your intestines. Okay,
so I have a goofy question maybe, or I just don't know any better. Or maybe I forgot. I have no idea. So are you peeing out cells?
Sometimes you do, yeah, a little bit.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Huh?
Is that a good
bad cells? It's the bad cells are good, all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that just sounds scary.
Yeah.
I'm peeing cells.
On that and get back to you, but I think we do pee out some stuff. Yeah, because when they do your urine test, they check for your white blood cells and other stuff to make sure your body's in balance, your immune system is working. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm not.
Just had to think about it. Had to have that little nudge, but not everyone knows the answer to that question, and so I'm glad I asked it anyway. So, okay. So deep breathing even helps move that lymph system.
Drinking water, like you said, like I said, it flushes, keeps the pipes clean and the sewer system running clearly. Also,
and do you do cupping?
Which cupping we can do, which will help. I do that mostly to because cupping is decongestion. It's lifting, it's pulling.
Okay.
It's separate because it's vacuum. So regular massages were pushing. Stuff together,
but the cupping helps your lymphatic system, right?
Yes,
that gets
because I've got a machine and I can do it very lightly, which whenever you're doing lymphatic drainage, you always open everything. First, you open up the subclavian vein. I'll show you in a minute.
Okay.
And then you do the neck, and then you open up the 4 quadrants,
Okay.
your armpits and your colon, because we don't know where the fluids, because to make sure, because lymph nodes are like the ramp to our traffic. We want to clear the ramp so the traffic can come.
Okay.
If those lymph nodes are clogged and not working right, then you're sending all this traffic nowhere to go.
Okay. Okay. So now you got a traffic jam and you don't feel good.
Yeah. Yeah. And the lymph nodes can get swollen because they're overworking.
And I think sometimes we don't realize that we're not feeling our best, or we don't realize just how foggy or tired we are, or you don't realize it until you start feeling better and you look back and think, ooh, I should have done that sooner, which is why I wanted you to come on. So
well, let me demonstrate how to do, we call it manual lymphatic drainage.
Okay.
Because we're doing it manually with our hands. How to do your face and neck, which let me take my glasses off. Can't see without them, can't see with on. All right. First thing you do is you want to get the back of your knuckles and just go. You can do it same time or I like doing one at a time because I get hands get in the way. So you go from the center and go out on your collarbone about 3 to 5 times on each side. What we're doing is we're waking up your autonomic nervous system. Okay. Which are your organs, your fight and flight. We're just trying to calm everything down and stuff. Next thing you want to do is, like I said, your subclavian veins are up here. So you want to crisscross your hand because you can't do it now. Crisscross your hands. And what you're trying to do is do like a little C. And remember, lymphatic has to be very, very light. Okay. Because if you put a lot of weight, you're crushing the capillaries, which means you're crushing the lymph vessel, which means the interstitial fluids cannot get in. So we're just defeating the purpose. Yes, if you go very deep. Lightly. Now, Swedish massage will move some lymph, but a deep massage will not. Okay. But manual lymphatic, we're focusing on moving that lymph. It's like putting your phone on your arm. I got my case. You're putting it on your arm and you're just moving it. You don't want to put pressure. Okay. It's very, very light. Like I said, you don't want to crush those lymph vessels and capillaries. All right. So we've done this, wake up the autonomic nervous system. Then we go in, and this really this area above your collarbone, that little like V valley. Okay. If you can't do the little C's, you can do pumping, because I think Chick Lee teaches you pumping. Okay. And then what you do is get your hands. You can probably do it. And what we're doing is you're trying to use most of your space of your hand and fingers, not your fingertips. And you're going to go straight back on your neck towards the wall and then down to the heart. So go straight back. Remember, very light pressure. Okay. And down. And each stroke you need to do about 5 or 7 times. Okay. And if you're swallowing, you may feel some of the fluid already starting to drain. What we're doing here is we're waking up all these lymph nodes that are in this area. Okay. Okay. Next, what we'll do is either like this or this, whichever way you feel comfortable. 3 and 1. Same thing in front of the ear, your fingers, I don't know if you can see. Okay. And you want straight back and down and do that on both sides because you got lymph nodes in front. And of course, we know the ones about in here because we feel those when we get sick. And do that about 5 times. Remember, very light. Third one, back and down, back and down. All right, got those. Now we need to wake up the lymph nodes in this area. So get your little fingers and start in the center. And it's like that little edge right under that curve, because that's where the lymph nodes are. And then sweep out and do that about 5 times or so. Wow. If you're swallowing, you're doing it right, because that means you're moving the lymph. If I'm swallowing? If you have the urge to swallow. Okay. Oh, okay. That's cool. Are you swallowing more? No. So I'm doing it wrong. Yeah. And then you can go back in here. Like if you got a lot of throat, you can go in here and just lightly do these. You got to remember some dangerous segments because you got your carotid artery. Oh, I can't say that this morning. Okay. All right. Then what we do, then we get and sweep out very light. Try to use as much surface of your finger pads and tips or
Okay.
fingers. And then you can go up on your forehead. Sweep up and over.
Get my hair out of the way.
Because actually what it is your face is like a pie.
Okay.
Everything outside this pie goes towards your ears and drains.
Okay.
Everything in the pie here comes downward.
Okay.
So think of how it's flowing. That's why we don't want to go this way from your ear to your nose, because you're going backwards, you're going up straight.
Okay.
So you want to do that. And another one, this is not manual lymphatic, but it's a Chinese acupressure point at the corner of your nose and your arch. Put your little fingers there. And you'll know when you're on it, because you'll be able to breathe real fast. Are you breathing better?
Uh-huh.
That is a good point when you got clogged sinuses.
Okay.
Then what I do.
Oh, that's a good thing for right now. Everybody's got clogged sinuses.
Of course, this isn't lymphatic. Do little circles, because what you're doing, you're breaking it up. And then we want to sweep it out.
Okay.
And stuff. And just keep draining.
So I want to make sure that I understand this is also a way of sweeping it away from the heart. That's what you want to do?
We're sweeping it to the lymph nodes, because this stuff here goes to here, and then it goes down to your heart.
Okay, so it does go to the heart.
Yeah. But we're sending it to the lymph nodes around the ear.
Okay.
And then what we do is when we get through doing this, I need to make a video and put it on my website.
Yeah, you do.
Do this, and then we do the reverse of what we did when we open, which we go to of course, we do light sweeps.
Right.
Then we make sure the chin is cleared. Do little fingers. And you want to go slow. We don't want to go real fast. Oh, I can feel stuff draining already. And then do the ear. You feeling a difference?
Yeah. I mean,
we haven't even been doing this, 2-3 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, this you can do a couple of times a day. And
then I would say this, not only is this healthy for your body, but this is a great tension reliever.
Oh, it is.
Find yourself in a stressful moment.
I have done this going down the road with one hand driving and doing one side at a time, just to get relaxed. Because sometimes I get busy and I'm like, oh crap, I forgot, my sign. You get out and you get in the car and you realize sinus pressure. So I start going down the road, doing one side at a time, and then you go back.
Okay. And then just kind of reverse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And like I said, if you're swallowing, me get my glasses back on because I can't see. That's how you do lymphatic drainage on your face.
I think that's awesome. Not just from a health standpoint, but from a relaxation standpoint. You can do that while you're watching TV. You can do it when you're overly stressed. But it actually makes an impact on your health. And again, that's what I want people to know, that there's things you can do to take care of yourself, to help yourself, and not have to go to a doctor and take this toxic pill. Now, I'm not saying that we don't need doctors. We do need doctors. Yes, we do.
If we take care of ourselves, we won't need them
as much. Yes. And it also supports the local business people. I'm not going to lie. We want you to come shop in our stores and frequent our studios, because it does help us, and we want to help you.
Right. And like I said, the lymphatic system is sore, and if we can improve, keep the blood moving, get rid of the toxins, debris, push more stuff through the lymph nodes to do their job, and
the better you feel.
And the main thing is watch what you put in your mouth.
Yeah.
Because if we eat we need to eat more clean, better. So if we eat a lot of toxins, a lot of junk, a lot of processed, then that will mess up the immune system.
And
a lot of people have a lot of autoimmune diseases.
And it's no wonder with all the junk that's in our food.
Yeah.
Oh, Jane, this has been awesome. I have
Thank you.
loved
Thank you.
talking to you, and I've missed seeing you. Jane and
I
I,
know.
for everyone who doesn't know how we know one another, is through a local networking group. And of course, we've all been on Zoom over the last year and a half. And so I can't wait to see you and
I know.
hug your neck.
Yep.
Tell everybody how we can find you. Where can we find you?
Okay, I am Golden Hands Therapeutic Massage here in Winston-Salem. I'm located, I just moved, reopened after being closed for 14 months. COVID didn't shut me down all the way, almost. At 8025 North Point Boulevard.
Okay.
I have a website, Golden Hands, that's plural, tm.com.
Okay. Awesome. And of course, you're probably on social media somewhere.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. Sometimes I get frustrated.
Don't we
We
all?
won't go there, I guess.
Yeah, don't we all? Thank you so much for your
Well, thank you
time
for inviting
today.
me.
I'm happy to see you. And
Yep.
even though it's not in person yet, I'm
Yep.
I'm so glad that we got to
Getting
talk.
there. Getting there.
And thank you for sharing with everyone the wonderful
Yep.
work you do.
Thank you.
We'll
Just
talk
remember,
soon.
drink water, move,
Mhm.
deep breathing. You can also do dry brushing, and bouncing on the trampoline helps move the lymph.
Well, I usually don't talk to people about bouncing on the trampoline, but most of that I tell customers about.
Yeah. All right. Talk to you later.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.